I am not reining this train wreck in at all. I want it off the rails. You should see box of tissues ready to go. Because this is recorded now. This is video, so people will see me cry.
We'll edit this in post. Yeah.
There will be minimal editing to this episode, I'm sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 85 of the On the Runs podcast. We are coming to you from our virtual home bedroom studios, and we are ready to go. This is Erika. She's already dying laughing, and she can't wait to listen to this episode because this one is just off the rails.
Well, you are totally bringing the energy, too, so it's hard not to be cracking up already. You guys, I don't even know what to tell you about this episode, other than it was, like, a total shit show. But in the good way, like, in the best possible way. But
there might be some people who listen to this, and they're like, nope, not listening again, or they might be like, this was awesome, why don't we have more of this?
Oh, my God, there's burps, and it's just the surefire way to embarrass the shit out of me, and it was a lot of fun, but oh my God, it's all over the place.
I guess we're getting to it really fast. We're just jumping right in.
Well, you were bringing the energy, so I couldn't help but just say you guys are in for a treat, because this is going to be something.
Let's just make this all about Neil. So we'll talk for a few minutes here and get everyone prepped up. So Neil Murphy was episode 19 last year. He was our most downloaded episode of the year, and it all started with Pizza Gut when we found him on bad ultra running advice. You found him. Mm-hmm. You found some of our amazing guests we've had, like some of the best for all the work you don't do.
I'm trying to earn my keep here.
Yeah.
I'll bring in a couple of good ones.
You brought in some good ones. You really have. That episode just was it was for the entire year. We're like, oh, if you listen to 1, listen to 19, listen to Pizza Gut. And Neil was awesome. So much that we asked for him to come back. And we asked him months ago, like August, maybe.
Yeah.
And we're like, come back for the last episode of the year.
It's going to be great. And it was.
Let's end the year off strong with Neil Murphy. It's perfect because last week in the Tros, we didn't know what to talk about. It was like, we're in end of year mode. We're just like all over the map. And we're just like, yeah, we're ready for a little break and for Christmas. And as we said before, we're not taking a break from you guys. We're just taking a break from doing a few episodes of our own. We're going to throw out the best ofs. But yeah, Neil freaking Murphy.
He never disappoints, man. I'm blown away by this guy. He's one of the funniest, and I feel like he doesn't even try. He just like is naturally a funny person. He just genuinely wants to make you laugh. I mean, even if it's just with a burp, like I don't know. There weren't any farts that I remember in this episode, but
you know what's funny?
He's just awesome.
Have you been on Instagram lately or wherever you get your social media content, your reels and your TikToks? Remember his song last year, Epic Sax Guy, 10 hours long of Epic Sax Guy. We never heard of that song before. We had him on the pod last week, and that night I started seeing this Epic Sax Guy all over Instagram. It's everywhere now. It's this little peanut.
Really?
Have you seen this? It's just little animated character playing the saxophone. You have not seen this? I swear to God, I sent it to you, at least you.
You probably have, but I saw it in the post that you made today about Neil's episode. So
that's not the same guy. That's not the guy I'm talking about. No. I'm going to, before we go to the outro, I'm going to send this to you and we'll talk about it. This little character, it's been everywhere. A year and a half later, and then we just interview this guy. We have him on the pod for another guest appearance, and now the song's out. It's like, hey, we brought the song back to life. I don't know. So this episode goes all over the place. We're all over the place already. Should we talked about this. I think we need to give a little bit of a disclaimer.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's our
first real legit disclaimer.
How do you even want to describe this? It gets explicit a little bit and...
Little X-rated.
Not just language-wise, yeah.
I'm not even worried about just little X-rated. We went all over the place, places I never thought would go in this pod. It is, as I think he described, the Lindsay Lohan driving experience in your gut.
How else would you want to describe it? That pretty much nails it.
This episode went everywhere, and it started off right away with something he was doing for the entire month of November. He was a couple days away from achieving his goal, and we'll have to hear from him if he did. I don't know if we made him explode before the deadline.
Spoiler alert, I know how it ended.
Oh!
I saw some posts and bad outro running advice, but we'll save it for the outro.
All right. This is what we're going to do for this episode, guys. All right. We have a lot to talk about. It's our last episode of the year. We have a lot of maybe some thank yous or just some things to catch up on. The Neil Murphy episode went 2 hours long. And what we're thinking about doing is going forward, because we already recorded with somebody else that went over 2 hours long. And it was a great episode. No more 2-parters for a guest. Okay. That's what we did last year. This year, we tried it out earlier in the year where we had a really long episode. And so the outro we dropped 2 days later. We just called it the outro. We're going to do that again for you guys. So on Thursday morning will be our outro. So we're going to play the episode for you, the 2 hours. Enjoy this one. Really, buckle your seatbelt, as Erika said.
Buckle up.
We'll jump back on for a quick closing, and we'll basically, Erika will go, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming on, Neil. Don't forget to stretch, and we'll talk to you guys on Thursday. We'll have the outro. We'll have an extended outro, as it is our last outro of the year. I'm super excited. So let's get to it, Erika. Why don't you introduce our guest?
Everybody, let's welcome back Neil Murphy to the On the Runs podcast.
Our next guest on the pod was a listener favorite back in 2022, a Florida man with the perfect gut to hold a slice of pizza and hair that would rival Thor. He's a legend in the Spartan community who can carry boats and stays hard the entire time. He likes to embrace the poop fumes from a porta potty to warm his thin Florida blood. The creator of Blow Gurt that will clear out your digestive system, and he's back to clear out Erika's sinuses for our final episode of the year. Neil Murphy, welcome back to the On the Runs podcast. What's up, buddy?
Oh man, I'm happy. I'm ready. I'm happy for this. What we got going on here. This is good. This is good. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my gut. Just kind of brewing up, like how when you're at mile 30 and you feel, like you got to yeet a mud shut out of your cocoa can, but you kind of got to yo-yo it a little bit more so you can make it to the next spot. We're feeling it. We're feeling it.
Already. This took 30 seconds to get me freaking crying. Neil, I missed you so much. I missed you so much.
Missed you guys. Missed all the people listening as well. Because I hear that Killington episode was a blast.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people listened to it. So
it was our most downloaded episode of the year in 2022, our first year. So you own that title of On the Run's first year most downloaded episode.
I'm honored. And so for those listening, they sent a care package with like on the On the Runs logo with the toilet paper and everything. Like all these little magnetic stickers and everything. Freaking love it. I put it on my drop bin all the time. I spread the word out there.
Yes.
Just like, yeah.
You're going to get another care package soon. It's Christmas time. It's coming.
Yes. Yes.
So I know it's a big listener favorite, but I have to say it is probably my favorite episode too. I go back and listen if I'm having a hard day and I just need a good laugh, because it never fails to just crack me up. So bring it, Neil. What you got this time?
Serve in that respect. A lot of people are just like, things are weird right now, but I'm not that guy. And so it's an honor. What can I say? I accept this.
Well, I made you a promise last time you were on at the very end of the episode. Do you remember what that promise was?
Oh, God. No. I refresh my memory. Refresh everyone's memory. What's the promise?
I promised you that the next time we have you on, we'll be a video podcast. And here we are, a video podcast. And I want you to bring it because I want to make all these reels and shorts and TikToks of the snot coming out of Erika's nose. And she's going to work on left nostril, right nostril, both hands. We talked about this the other day.
We were discussing snot rockets, and I have a very specific way I do that. So I need to do it this way, but then I can't use the other hand.
You do the
so I'll say. Yeah, because I don't want to, I don't know. I need work. It's that. What did we say? It's my the weird thing that I do while running. That's Not normal.
A weird habit you have while running.
I don't snot rocket the normal way. Need some work.
No, you actually aim it and stuff. Me, I'm just like, well, let her rip, tater chip, and I just like raise my head and I just and it just like shoots out like that. And wherever it goes. And I just hope no one's behind me because then now, we gotta you know how that goes.
How are the Zimas flowing these days?
They're flowing good, my friend. They're flowing good. I'm the date of this recording, let's see, it is the 28th of November. Man, it's been a while. It's 2 days left to go for No Nut November. And I actually did it. I'm still in it.
Oh,
and it's like the episode.
The extra 2-day distance.
I got
rooting
this
for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
I got this, and I'm going to explain my strategy for how. Don't worry. But so the idea, some of you guys are thinking of No Nut November, and those who grew up in the 90s remember, oh yeah, that Seinfeld episode, right? Where they're all just saying, trying to see how long they can go without, manhandling the ham candle. So yeah, that's just kind of like how and so me and a bunch of our local runners have done the challenge just to see what the hell, what is it like. And you know how they say you can slow time?
Spare no details. You know the drill.
So you know how they say you could slow down time by doing planks? If people are complaining that, oh my God, it's the month has gone by so quick, it's already the holidays. If you want time to slow down to a fucking crawl, participate in this stupid challenge. I've never had this month of November last this long ever. Oh my God. And it's just,
I feel for you, man.
oh, dude, I mean, it's weird.
So hold on a minute. Does this whole No Nut November thing include like no sex with your wife?
Just
yes.
Repeat it. What is the name?
Yeah, no nutting at all.
What is the name of the holiday? No Nut November.
So maybe as long as you just don't finish, she's.
Oh, that would be worse.
It is, that'd be torture. It is a cessation of it, and yeah, it's been a journey, guys. It's been a journey.
Is this your first time?
No, I did it before, but it kind of felt like cheating just because like I had a really bad stomach bug, and that's a good tangent for where we're going. So this story's gonna make sense to you guys, I swear. Had a really bad stomach bug. I had a lot going on. I think I had someone like die that year, that month. So it's like, it's like when a big tragedy happens, like you weigh the tragedy based off of how long you're not like in the mood,
Yeah.
So it was like one of those months. So that month was like so that year was kind of a gimme. So this is like the first one where, dude, everything's in place. Everything's just going great. You don't have to do that. Like week 2.
Are you sure?
Like there's a whole, like I went down the rabbit hole on this. There's like apparently like your like the hormone levels spike after like 7 to 8 days. So like, and I was looking at the stats and following like the subreddit on every. There's a subreddit, by the way, for No Nut November. It's amazing. There's a Discord server. Oh, I'm in it all. I'm in it all. I'm in it.
You need that support system, man. Everybody else is in the same boat as you.
You do. You need a bunch of random internet strangers who are sexually frustrated for this month to just all be your homies. Because why not? And so, yeah. And so we were going on this strategy of like if you got GI issues, no one's ever in the mood. If you got GI issues, and as runners we understand this. This is the part where we fart in a wine glass and sniff it and be all smug about how awesome we are. It's like as runners we understand that GI issues always take precedence over anything. You could be at the most important event. You could be at your own wedding, but if you got GI issues, that's priority number 1. So When the
Preach.
going gets tough, when you're in the middle of No Nut November and the going gets tough, try Blow Gurt. That's right. This is an ad for Blow Gurt.
Shameless plug.
Proceed. Look how I just threw that in there. So that's when the going gets tough. I load up on that. And then it's like, you're never in the mood.
You just drink it straight out of the bottle?
Yeah.
Hey, if you are in desperate need, man, I would do the same thing.
Erika, remind everybody about Blow Gurt. Tell them what Blow Gurt is. There's a lot of new listeners we've had in the last 18 months who might be unaware and didn't go back and listen to episode 19.
So
that's
it has been a while, but that is your signature hot sauce. And I'm sure how many little habaneros you pop in those things? Like 12 a bottle, or I forget what your recipe is, but
we don't do habaneros. We do Carolina Reapers.
Come on, Erika.
That's what it is. Sorry, you were the one who kept that bottle, by the way. I only got a little bit of it.
Yeah, so. I still have it. We used it recently, actually, and it was a mistake.
You did. Well, that's what you get for not sharing it.
Yeah, we use Carolina Reapers, ghost peppers. We mix a whole lot. And it was just one of those little COVID passion projects where you got free time. And it's like, you know what? The super hot sauces really suck. It's just heat. So I want to add flavor to it. So that was my answer, was doing that. And it's amazing. It meets the flavor expectations, but boy, it'll send your innards on a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's just the Lindsay Lohan driving experience in your gut. I mean, it's a party.
Oh, man. I was just super impressed with your like bottling skills and your label, because it literally just had a piece of masking tape on it that said Blow Gurt in like Sharpie. That was it. You didn't know what you were getting, but it was really good from what I remember. It has been a while since I tried it.
We had a great day when we tried it. We made a reel and everything about it, and at first we were like, "This is really good." And I think like an hour or two later, it really caught up.
We were just like, "Uh-oh, here we go."
Yeah.
What is the price you're willing to pay for flavor, for your entry into Flavor Town, my friend?
People got to try this out.
I believe it was $40, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right, because that was...
We tried to buy you some entries.
Yeah, that was so fun. Oh, the muscle and fitness thing.
That was a blast.
Oh,
so
just to have the pizza photo next to all these little fitfluencers, you just see a dime a dozen. Oh, that was so fun. We raised money for a fun cause.
Neil was raising money for a good cause, trying to get his picture on the cover of Muscle and Fitness, and the picture was him passed out after, I think it was the Georgia death race, with a pizza on your gut. And you told people if you donate, I think it was $40, it would get you like extra votes. You will send them Blow Gurt. And a lot of people did it. So many people did it, but one guy did $39.
He DNF'd.
It was amazing. Shout out bad ultra running advice.
What a time.
You know what I should do in honor of that? I should DNF No Nut November by like
11:58 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, buddy.
You tried.
We don't have to wait till midnight. We do.
Wake her up in the middle of her deep sleep.
We get an extra 2 minutes. That's all I need. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I am hydrating. Remember last time I had the Pedialyte? I got the Pedialyte little packs in here.
There he goes.
I came prepared. I came prepared. Erika's got her box of tissues. Let's catch up. It has been 18 months since we talked to you last. You're still in Florida. What's life been like the last 18 months?
Well, it's living in Florida, and boy, I tell you, there's two elements of Florida that you need to understand: the nature and the people. Nature, Florida is the Australia of the U.S. Everything wants to kill you. Everything, every animal in Florida can and will kill you in some manner. The people, though, I would say it's a warm weather Russia If you ever watch like the Russian dash cam videos,
Oh,
it's a lot like that. Is what the people are in Florida. Everything is a competition in Florida. Everyone's got to be, got to be the alpha of the group, and that's Florida. It's a magical place. Its existence is an affront to humanity. It is a beautiful place. I like it here. It's a lot of fun. Hot as hell though. So they say there's a little tidbit of knowledge for you. If you need help in altitude training, heat training is probably the next best thing that you can do. If you remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I think it was longer than that, when the fad of the training mask, they had like the thing, and it had like the little restrictor valves on it, but you're still getting the same oxygen enrichment in the air. So it's like, what are you doing? It was around the same
just
time
looking like a weirdo.
Yeah, it was around the same time when everyone had those weird finger shoes, the Vibrams. Remember that? And everyone ruptured their Achilles because they just went straight into the same mileage that they used to, But it's got to have the zero drop on there. Man, those are some weird running times. That was that was around the weird times of getting into Killington. That was my first
about
time where
2012.
2013-ish. Yeah, that's when just running was weird. That's when I shit my pants for the first time at Killington. But if you guys want to catch up on that, be sure to listen to the first
episode 19.
Episode.
Yep.
Yes, because I hope you got some new ones. We'll get to it. We'll
guess. Get to it. Okay.
About 6 months ago, I slid into your DMs and I had a favor for you. Do you remember when I asked you to send Erika that birthday message?
I do. Boy, do I ever. And,
you hit it out of the park. Of all the birthday messages, you knew the assignment without me even telling you the assignment.
Yeah. Within like the first five seconds of reading it, I was just like, I got it. I'll be right on it. I will send the video your way. I know my audience, and I shall deliver.
That was honestly the first thing I said to him when I saw him on here. I was like, Neil, I gotta thank you for that amazing birthday message, because it hit. It was fantastic. Plus because he was eating some peanut butter cups, just like you're enjoying a little snacky snack right now. And
on the toilet.
Yep, eating some chips. Were they Doritos? Anything special?
Yeah, I think they were Cool Ranch Doritos, in fact. Yeah, I was on the toilet eating. I was on the toilet eating some Cool Ranch Doritos. Man.
I might just recycle that video of you every year on her birthday.
And I will love it.
Because I'm not going to go through all that effort every year. Like next year, that's not happening. I just might play Neil's video every year.
I don't know I'm terrible at remembering birthdays. So if you just send me a reminder email, I'll send an updated video. I'll just be eating something different every year. Hey,
want to see like a taco or like a slice of pizza?
Eating like a whole rotisserie chicken on the toilet. It's just, happy birthday. I already love this idea.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm obsessed, and it's not even yet.
I will set a reminder and I will make that happen.
7 months, man.
June 27th.
7th. Yep.
The half birthday's coming up in a month. We'll have to do a special.
You can do it right after Christmas, eating Christmas cookies, and you can drinking milk.
Happy half birthday!
Oh man, I'm already dying.
Oh man,
bodes well for this episode. I'm so excited.
This is going well, guys. This is going so well.
Well,
I'm so happy.
Last night we recorded the Tros for episode 84. And we had no structure. We were like, we're at end of year mode, and you're the perfect guy to have on at end of year mode. We can just talk about whatever, and we need no show notes, no structure. That is the mode we're in right now. And after this, Erika gets the month off, and then she can like recharge her batteries for next year.
You say that, but I don't. We have interviews or guest appearances scheduled, and we got stuff to do. So.
Yeah, we're like as soon as October started, that was like hey, we're officially in the era of we'll circle back on this after the holidays kind of mentality.
Yes.
Halloween is the first holiday.
Yeah.
It is.
Halloween,
It is.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. We'll get it after MLK Day.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's really just
Because you need
the
2 weeks to recover from the holidays.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good point. That at that point of the year, that's actually when the year kind of starts.
Yeah. The
Whenever I think
Tuesday
about it,
after when everyone goes
yeah,
back to school after MLK Day.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And like the last part of the year, oh gosh, just from September to the end is kind of like the end year kind of feeling. Just because like September, okay, that's like Killington month, and for me, that's just every year I go back out there. This year is my 10th year, 10-year anniversary of the pants shitting incident. 3rd year in a row hitting the podium. I'm psyched.
Nice.
That's like the start of like the end of the year, and then you got October, that's spook month. You got November, that's no nut, and then December. You know, it's good times. It's really good times. It's good as this Hershey bar.
You're gonna get more chocolate phlegm in there. What were you? I forget what you were calling it.
Nature's chewing gum. Oh, so there's always that first run of the year where it finally gets cool. I was talking to her about it. Where just like your lungs are like, whoa, we're doing this now, like, and it just your lungs just. I don't know what the deal is. Your lungs just like Control Alt Delete themselves, and it just gets weird. You're just chewing on phlegm, and I don't know what the deal is. It's weird, but hey, it's finally cool in Florida. It's the time of the year.
What is cool for Florida? What temp are we talking?
I saw it was 55 degrees today.
Ooh.
Yep, it's in the 50s. I mean, I don't put I don't have a shirt on until it gets into like the 20s, but still, it feels good. Like on the nips, just wafting around there.
There you go.
And it's just so nice. It's PR weather. Again, it was cool Thanksgiving morning, and I actually shaved like 20 seconds off my 5K PR. It was great. I'm like, I'm just
very nice.
I'm a couple seconds close into getting into the 18 minutes mark.
Let's say you just crushed a 5K the other day on Thanksgiving.
Beautiful.
A 6:07 pace, 19:05.9 for your 3.12 mile race.
You stalking his Strava or what?
I'm actually stalking his Facebook.
Oh, okay, go.
But dude, I got the vapor flies. That's got the little carbon plate in it. Dude, those shoes feel like cheating. Oh my god! Like
Don't
it forces you. It forces you to go into the proper run form and everything, and it's really, really good. Like it's I don't know. It's you gotta. It's so weird. Like you can't walk normal in it. It's like pushing you forward. It's strange.
I'm a true believer of those vapor flies. They are fantastic.
Expensive, but man, they are amazing. And then oh, here we go.
Let's talk about your shorts.
And a
you
shirt.
like them?
Hello.
Well, that was I did not have the shirt on during the run. I assure you. I assure
just had to be
you.
Facebook appropriate. I see.
Yeah.
Are those cats?
Those are cats. And I actually just ran it. I can go. Oh well, no, that's in the other room. But yeah, those are cats. Those are actually my long shorts. I have tighter shorts that are booty shorts, and those are. Oh, I can try to find it too. But I have cat shorts that are shorter than that.
I think
They're
I
booty
found
shorts. They are really, really good for yeah, just stalk my photos. You'll find them.
Oh yeah,
they're
there.
just
Here
like
we go. Is this them
they're
right
the cat shorts, but tighter and shorter. There they are.
Hello.
Look at that. Look at that. That's the oh yeah, that's the no nut year I lost it like oh god, I think I lost it like day 5 on that year. I remember
We
that
probably
year.
lost it while wearing those shorts. There's no room for anything. You just had a bunch of friction the whole time.
Oh yeah, you're just bricked up the whole time.
And you probably
Yeah.
lubed up way too much. The shorts just became one big,
Too much lube. Yeah.
one big.
That's a good
Whoa.
point. That's a good point. It probably happened like that. But we learn from our failures. We learn from our failures. We learn what works, what doesn't, and
God.
that's a key point to ultra running. You learn about the weird things that work with you that might not work with
Mhm.
somebody else.
Called
Um,
a
the
fleshlight.
yes.
I just thought of it. It's a fleshlight. And I
Mhm.
got I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. I got the funniest story. My roommate in North Carolina
Lay it
had
on
one of
me.
these. I was unaware. I had friends
Am I
visiting.
learning stuff about you?
I had friends visiting, and one used my shower and one went to use my roommate's shower, and he walked in there and just came running out in the living room holding this kid's flashlight that he has on the floor of the shower.
Whoa.
He goes, "What is this?" And I go, "I've never seen that in my life."
That's his shower. No shame with your roommate there. No shame.
Oh yeah, you got to lay it all out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can get these things porn stars will have moldings of their vaginas, molded, and they
Yes.
have their own fleshlights.
Yes.
Are you
Yep.
And
kidding
so
me?
It's
no, he had some popular porn star at the time's fleshlight. This is 2010, right?
Wow.
So it would
Yeah.
have it had her picture on it or whatever. It's this is the
Yeah.
X-rated episode.
I don't know whether to be impressed or I don't know.
So the thing is, though, that
something.
reminds me of a story. So here we go. So there was back in the mid 2010s. I had so it was I was just getting into ultras, and one problem that everyone listening right now can understand is if you're at a big race and you're at a drop bin area, it's a royal pain in the ass to find your drop bin. All right.
Oh.
Because everyone just I don't know, everyone just called each other the day before and decided, hey, we're all going to use your same exact color drop bin, and it's just in a sea of and it adds time to your thing and everything, and it's just a pain. So what I did, I asked my friends for some ideas, and I think it was at Killington one year, and I was like, did someone think of something to put on my drop bin? And whatever suggestion you have, we'll go for it. And one of the ladies staying at the cabin that we were at saw my post, didn't even type out the reply. She immediately runs down. I hear her just pitter pattering down the stairs. I know what you need. I'll be right back. And she drives to the nearest town. An hour later, she comes back, and she has from the only sex store in Rutland, Vermont, a suction cup butt plug, a pink suction cup butt plug about yay big. And the crazier it is, the better it works. Because oh my god, I had no issues ever finding my drop bin. I just boom, slap pluggy at the top of my drop bin, and I could never miss it at all. And it made for a good conversation starter because your whole the day before you're bringing your drop bin, and as you're walking, the plug itself is going, and it's just sets
Oh,
the
I
mood.
wish you slapped googly eyes on it or something.
Yes,
made it a character. Oh,
googly eyes on stuff. Yeah,
genius idea though. No, unless somebody else had the same idea.
And you know what? I forget how, because I lost it, but I don't think someone stole it. I don't think someone stole it. Just to be clear, I don't think there's someone out there with nefarious intent. I just think I misplaced it in a box when I was moving.
Oh.
And I just lost it somewhere. So I got to find another one. So
All right,
because
Erika.
I need to bring Pluggy back. That's a good thing to find your drop bin at an ultra. Put something ridiculous on it.
Present. Slapping on the run sticker on it.
God, you guys are gonna make me fail this challenge. 2 days to go.
I am gonna help right now, Erika. Are you ready for this? This is officially becoming the X-rated podcast.
I am not ready.
Oh no,
Neil, good luck, buddy.
Oh Jesus!
What do we got? Oh yeah, look, get 10% off. Just That's a Cyber Monday steal right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, good God.
Here's the fleshlight. Flesh. Oh, it's fleshlight.
It's got a side view.
And
That
so
thing is $80.
you can get
$80.
like here's a adult entertainer named Brandy Love, and you can get her signature edition fleshlight. And you can get different like insides. One's called Heartthrob, the other one's called Shameless.
Side views.
You can get all these accessories to enhance your session.
So that'd be good on the top of a drop bin.
And these are all these other adult celebrities you can get.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so like, what is happening?
4.9 rating. So Brandy Love has a 4.9 rating.
Good for you.
That's a lot of reviews. Yeah.
350
the
plus.
hustle.
So.
Oh, someone's disappointed. What are they saying? Not worth the price.
Received the wrong order. Contacted them about it within a few days. I had the correct sleeve delivered with no extra cost to me. Now I have Kimmy and Brandy. Thanks, guys. Excellent customer service. Timothy C.
You got to deliver to your customers in this kind of a market. Look at that. Okay.
Used it for an extended period of time with no climax. Presently disappointed in the product. If there is the same result during next use, it will probably be discarded.
That sounds like a Gary G problem.
Yeah, it
is. Yeah. Gary with 2 R's. He needs 2 R's for his name. This guy.
The last one I'll read here is excellent product. It's almost the real experience.
You know you're going to start getting targeted ads now, right?
Yeah.
So episode 3.
PC too.
Oh no!
I'm the only one who uses it. It has different profiles. Actually, has their own profile.
Oh boy!
So episode 3, we need to do a follow up to see how tainted his Google AdSense targeted ads are going to be now. Because
we'll talk about it on the Tros for your episode when this drops. So we'll get some excellent insights into that. We'll talk in the outros and be like, all right, this is what happened.
This is great.
This is how it works. Adeline was at her last hockey practice last Sunday, and Blades, the Boston Bruins mascot, came out, and I took some pictures. I told Ashley and my parents about it. I was telling Adeline after, hey, how cool is that? Blades was there. He's a real bear. You know that? It's not a fit. There's no person in there. 5 minutes later on the drive home, I'm getting ads for a Blades inflatable, like a human-sized Blades inflatable that you can put in your yard.
The Google's always listening, man.
It's always listening. Yeah. Yep. Man.
So it's going to happen to everyone. Fleshlight.
There you go. Everyone's going to get ads. I swear. I will let you guys know. If just by talking, if Google can hear the mic, I'm going to let you guys know if that happens.
Please do.
Because, yeah.
Listeners,
I'll
let us know too.
Ads for like ultra runs and stuff. Like I can kind of understand it. You know, if you get an ad for like an ultra, you're like, hey, I like ultras. There's an ad for an ultra. Might as well be. But man, they really get invasive there. Man.
I kind of like it sometimes because the other day I clicked on like a Facebook ad for cheese. It was literally cheese, like Wisconsin made cheese, and now it's just cheese, like cheese advent calendars, and I'm like, see, this is what I can get behind.
Sometimes it really works in your advantage.
But now I want all the cheese. Like, what am I gonna do? I can't have like 17 pounds of cheese.
That's the simplest solution. You buy the cheese. Hello, you buy the cheese, my friend. Yes, that's what you do. Because
is it worth like the $100 for the gift pack? Like, what do I do?
Is it worth the $100? Is it worth the $100 for the gift? You buy 5, okay? That's 5 times the value of the cheese because cheese is amazing.
Or I will never take a shit again. I'll be so constipated.
Well, I'll come on by. I'll bring Blow Gurt, and that'll like grease up the skids a little bit, and you'll be good to go.
I see a party coming up.
Yes, we do. We're talking about weird things that ultra runners do. It's like their special thing. Mine is cheese. I probably mentioned it before because I really like cheese a lot. But yeah, cheese. The MRE cheese sauce packets. That's where it's at. I can't get enough of it. I eat. Oh god, in 100 miler, I'll go through about 12 packets of the cheese sauce. and it's just like an orange turd that comes out of it, and it's just the most 150 calories, lots of fat. I mean, it's perfect when you think about it. I mean, other runners have weird quirks. No Business 100 miler was an enlightening race. By the way, I will. They're not paying me or anything, but holy shit, that's the best 100 miler that I've gone to. They feed you like a full meal, dinner the night before, breakfast in the morning. They have an actual physician at one of the aid
Nice.
stations. It was stitching somebody's head back because he tripped on a rock and everything. Amazing. The best aid stations I've ever seen. And I think, anyway, I learned about some really cool strategies people were doing. And I'm gonna forget their names, and I feel horrible because I was running alongside so many of them for so long. This one lady, retired nurse, wasn't wearing socks the whole race, but she was running at my pace, so she's crushing it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, that works for you. No socks. Another weird thing that I saw that kind of makes sense when you think about it. One person, instead of like little packets of gels and goos, where I had the cheese. Like if you look at the pictures of the race, if you go back
What
last year,
race
you'll
was
see
this?
them. No Business
No
100.
Business? Okay.
Yeah.
It was on my list of things to
Um,
talk about.
yeah. So if you look at the pictures, you can see like the cheese sauce packets on my vest just like coming out. And it's just ready, just presenting it. It's just like, oh, just grab one and eat it. You deserve it. You bad bitch. You deserve it. And it I just treat myself the whole. One lady um, had the KFC honey packets,
No
and she
way.
had the KFC honey that you put on the biscuits that is delicious. And I was, oh, that's such a good idea. I almost traded a cheese sauce packet for the honey because just thinking about. But then the golden rule with ultras: don't try anything new. I've never
Yep.
chugged honey. I've done some weird shit at an ultra. Never chugged honey. Didn't really want to do that for my first hundo. But yeah, chug some honey, maybe some cheese sauce, do a long run, try some new weird things that work. Because I mean, there's some people out there. A buddy of mine, Josh, like he's the Spartan Ultra World Champion. Bison, the dude at the transition areas chugs maple syrup like it's Super Troopers, where the guy's like, "Gluck, gluck," and he's just like, I'm all that is man. Like he chugs maple syrup, and this dude is
Wow.
a world champion. The night before, I mean, he stayed with me for Georgia Death Race one year, and this guy's a wealth of knowledge. He's so cool to be around. Love the dude. Yeah, and the night before, he would eat a pint of Ben and Jerry's, Ben and Jerry's or Haagen Dazs or anything, and he's like an ER doctor. And so I'm like, when he says something, like it's got some medical authority to it. And so he's explaining it. He's like, yeah, it's just lots of fats, lots of sugars. And I'm just like, he's right. That makes a lot of sense. But oh my God, what do you do about the diarrhea? It's just a lot
Yeah.
of dairy and sugar. But that's the thing. If your stomach can handle it, what if it works? What if it
That is
works?
true. I'm
So
gonna
that's the
start
importance
taking
of
notes,
training.
man.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the importance of training. We try new things. We do a thing in the summertime here in Florida, so that to try new foods. Because if you can eat something in the sweltering heat of July in Florida and your stomach doesn't mess up, you just found something. And we call it the loops of bullshit. And it's a 0.7 mile loop that we do. Every 0.7 miles, we do an exercise just to jiggle
Look
up
at
the
the
stomach a
Strava
little bit.
post, Erica. Look at that
Holy
Yeah,
loop.
it looks like a
shit.
butt crack.
It really
It is.
Yeah,
does. I
yeah,
love
it's a
it.
little butt crack. So you can see that little. You can obviously see the house that we stopped by at, and that's he has like an obstacle rig in his backyard, and he's got a garage
Oh.
gym. And so we have a little whiteboard that's got all the exercises. You do a loop, and then you do one of the specific exercises, check it off, and you just go down each and every exercise. After you've gone down all of them, you do like a super exercise, like 50, barbell squats or something like that. And then you do as much as you can do in 6 hours. And if whatever you ate whatever new stuff you're trying works and doesn't get you sick, then you just found something amazing. And we credit loops of bullshit just in the middle of summertime, just something crazy, something like that. We credit loops of bullshit with figuring out our nutrition strategy. Like my buddy Jeff,
that's awesome.
he learned that eating cauliflower pizza the night before somehow just works, and he eats like baby food during the race, and it's just like he's got loud thunderous shits, but hey, it works. He gets through it. All right. So again, just go wild in your training sessions, guys. Go wild.
You did
look at him
40
creeping
loops.
on that IG. Nothing but cat pictures.
Oh no, there's a lot of cat pictures. I wanted to ask you about your pussy later.
Oh no, I got him right here. Come here. Oh, come here. He's a thick boy. Look at this guy. Mwah.
No, you gotta get rid of the screen. I can't see. Yay!
Oh, that's a thick boy. Look at that.
Oh, he's beautiful.
He's 14 pounds of chonk.
Yes.
Did I wake you up? Mwah. This cat has such an appetite that one time he ate hair ties.
Oh.
And he had to be operated on.
Oh,
and then he aspirated the barium during the x-rays, so it killed his lungs temporarily.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was $10,000 of medical bills.
Oh, I've been there.
For this guy.
Shit. Oh no.
But this cat's worth every penny.
I would do it for mine too.
Yeesh.
He's cute.
You want to go back to bed?
What's his name?
Link.
Oh yes.
And we got another cat named Zelda.
Oh, excellent.
She's a weenie. She's hiding somewhere. But yeah, I got him right next to me. He's chilling.
He's your buddy.
Right. Yeah, he's got a bow tie. This cat's cool as hell.
Recently, Erika's cat came and gave us a little show.
Straight up butthole, like right.
Oh, they do that.
Right
right.
Yeah, they show you the old balloon knot. Yeah.
We hashtagged it Scooter's Pooter because his name is Scooter. So thank you, Tara. That was all her.
I forgot about that. That was great. So you did that No Business 100 last year in October. That was your first 100, right?
Yeah, I skipped the weed and went straight to meth. And that race was that race was up there. That took me like 28 hours to do that one. 28 and some change. I think that the 28 sticks in my head. But yeah, that was by far one of my most favorite races. After that, then I got addicted to the 100-milers, so I did Forgotten Florida. That's another one that's flat ground. Everyone thinks flat ground is easier than mountains. Even though you get it done quicker, it took me like 24 hours and 20 minutes to do. Okay. Hey, on paper, that sounds a lot better. But this was flat ground, so you don't get, you don't go uphill and get your downhill muscles a break. No, it's the same muscle groups just pounding the whole entire time. So those of you who live in the mountains, go down to a flat ground ultra. It sucks. It's just so, and this is Florida, so there's a lot of parts of it where you're knee deep in water, and then it's just mucky water. But it's in February, so it's a roll of the dice in Florida. It could either be that one day where we get like 20 degrees outside, where it's like super humid and 20 degrees. So I've like been to Colorado where it's 20 degrees and I can wear shorts and a t-shirt. It's just dry. In Florida, you're just in a cold shower the whole time,
Right.
Or it could be that one day where it's just like, oh yeah, it's going to be 80 something degrees again and totally sunny. That is what it was earlier this year.
Ooh.
So it was cool. I highly recommend you guys checking out the video of a buddy of mine who did it. I'm gonna put his name out here if I can find it really quick. His name is Michael Alberts.
Talking Instagram or Facebook here?
YouTube. I'm checking for his channel. Fleet First Athletics. Fleet First Athletics. He did a really good video, and I'm in it too, of the Forgotten Florida 100. That's my buddy Michael. He has the best mustache ever. That mustache alone fucked my dad. I mean, that is an amazing mustache. I mean, it's such a good mustache. you guys should subscribe to his channel just by virtue of his amazing mustache. But amazing guy. But he did if you guys are curious about the Forgotten Florida race, about what that entails. And then I got another one coming up in February in Oklahoma, the Outlaw 100. And I got into that event on the house due to the pizza photo, because I told them, yeah, I'd love to go out there, and I was just kind of like a tongue-in-cheek joke. I was like, yeah, if you guys get me out there for free, I'll just kind of sit at the finish line when I'm done with a pizza on my gut. And I got a message from this one guy saying, yeah, here's the code, get in, we'll see you there.
Amazing.
So I'm going. I'm going to be 100. In the Ozarks in Oklahoma for a 100-miler, and then I'm realizing with all this crazy stuff,
show,
you know
by
what,
the way.
guys? Yeah, with all these crazy 100-milers I'm stacking up, you know. I'm from Florida. It's a great training environment to train for a particular popular ultra marathon.
Western States.
Oh, no. More than that. It is an event where you must stay hard. And
are you talking Badwater?
I'm talking Badwater. I'm trying to stack my Badwater resume because I want to try to do Badwater. Yeah.
That is intense, because you have, is it 4 100s in a year that you have to do in order to even get in on their radar? Like, I forget what their qualifying criteria is.
I gotta check it.
Like 3 or 4.
We do a bunch of 100-milers. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I'm looking into it.
Right.
I'm looking into it because I love running when it's super hot. Like, the shittier the race, the better I perform. And so Badwater is kind of getting on my mind here. And I know a couple of guys who, because you can get in if you, it's expensive. It's like $1,800 if they even let you in. But you also have the option if you can raise, I think it's like $8,000 for, and it might be 8,000 or 6,000, but a lot more than the registration fee for certain charities.
You're going to have to make a lot of Blow Gurt.
I'm pretty good at raising money for charities, and I'd much rather have, a lot of money go to a charity instead of a company. Yeah. So I'm thinking, hey, that might be, I'll have a good cause for it, and I'll go out and have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got a couple buddies of mine who, hey, I think they're, their businesses might want to get a good tax write-off, charitable tax donation. Whatever.
Let us know when that happens. We'll pump your tires too.
Well, not only that, but you get to bring a couple people for your crew. I think at least 3. Like, do you have people in mind?
Yeah, if you guys want to come along.
Honestly, that would be so freaking cool. I would love that.
I can wear like one of those beer hats, but instead of beer, it's bottles of Blow Gurt. I can just do that.
Erika, you would have to work on this.
We want you to make it through this race, though, so I don't know if that's the smartest idea.
Erika just likes to sit in the back seat, have a good time, do the dances and clap and cheer people. You would have to work, Erika, if you want to do this. I think you should. You would have to probably drive the van.
I can drive a minivan. I can't drive one of those big-ass vans. Just a minivan is fine.
I mean, you're not in the city. Like, it's a road that just disappears into the horizon. That's pretty easy to drive. So I don't know.
Don't you worry.
I've got my eye on it.
So do you have like a year in mind? Like, are you thinking 2025? Like, are you looking into how to qualify now, or are you thinking it's further out?
I'm looking how to qualify now, and then just see, where we can go from there. At the earliest, I'm thinking 2025 would be the possibility, where you could just start getting your toes wet. But right now, big, closest alligator to the boat is trying to qualify, stack a bunch of 100-milers on my resume so we can go from there. But,
awesome.
It started with a 5K, a Warrior Dash, when I weighed 50 pounds more back in 2010. And, you go from there, you're just like, all right, that was cool. Fuck it. What's the next hardest thing? And it's just been a constant journey of fuck it's. Those 2 words, my friends, have gotten me through so much in life. Just the words fuck it. And so, why stop there? So, Spartan death race, fuck it. I did that, and that was the hedonistic suckfest I always dreamed of, and I want to go back to that. And Killington, I go back every year, but I want to fuck it. Just go to the next level. 100 milers are fun. At the end of no business, I felt awesome. I like it. It's after the first 100, and I went easy. I walked the uphills, ran the downhills, and I think Ultra signups got me at like top 30% on that one. So hey, it turned out pretty well. And and when I crossed the finish line, I was like, I can understand how how doable a 200 miler is. It's like you just you get like a sleep station. How cool is that? You got an aid station at a 200 miler where you can actually sleep. That's I freaking love sleeping. It's like a little preview of death, just as a treat. And you get a run where you're just wishing for the sweet release of death, anyways. So I mean, it's everything where you could eat whatever you want. It's there's just some cool ass locations. So 200 milers or Badwater are the two big ones I'm looking at, and yeah. We're having fun.
We got to get you into like Moab. We got to get you into Tahoe. I know there was another big one. Like, it's not Big Bear, is it? I don't even remember, but
Tahoe comes to mind. Moab is great, but the big turnoff for that is the price tag. Those are because there's I don't think there's qualifiers for Moab 240. The qualifier though is that you have to be rich because it's like $2,400 to get into Moab 240. But shit, that is a gorgeous race.
That's put on by
what?
Is it adventure races or something like that? Adventure vacation? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
That's wow. That is a lot. That is a big price tag.
Yeah, it's hefty, but damn, that would be cool. Imagine like paying that much for a race and then DNFing it like mile 20 just because you just can't stop shitting yourself.
Oh no.
That's like the one thing that scares me about those things. It's like what if we assemble a crew for Badwater? I finally get in Badwater. You guys got the van ready to go. And then I get to the first stop where I see you guys, and then I've just got layers of diarrhea, sheets of it going down my legs. And I'm like, well, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for coming out here and flying all the way out.
We're gonna get him the jumbo pack of the Biffy bags or whatever they are. Jumbo pack, 75 Biffy bags. Like, that's not enough.
Oh man. But think about it. Just think of how cool of a shit post that would be in the Bad Ultra Running Advice group. Oh, the internet clout. I get at least 100 likes, and that's worth it.
Doesn't Badwater end, you climb the mountain, right? You climb a mountain.
Yeah, the last 13 miles are uphill, right?
Yeah, so you do the whole thing and then just say, I didn't want to climb the last 13 miles. I just quit. And that would be the ultimate DNF.
People do quit that spot. People do quit that spot, too. And that's a damn tragedy. That's like failing No Nut November on day 28,
Tonight.
You're stronger than that, Neil.
You're going to be like, oh, that fleshlight.
Oh. I actually, hold on. I'm going to send you an email. Hold on. Give me 1 second. On the topic of No Nut November, Eric, I actually logged, so you can put this on here. I just sent it to you. I logged the difficulties of each day of this treacherous month, color-coded.
Wow.
Because again, just the whole self-experimentation thought about it, and that's another. I guess that's another little coping mechanism for something that you're having trouble with. Here we go.
Help me out with the key here. What does it say?
The Coom key. So if you guys are having trouble reading this, green days are easy day, no issues. Yellow, a few urges here and there, but not bad. Orange, got a little dicey. Had to dig deep. If you guys are colorblind, this is red green. It's a nightmare. You probably have no idea what you're looking at. So 1 in 12 men. I'm sorry. In red, terrible, almost lost, struggling. Okay. As you can see, as the days are getting close right here, it's been fucking horrible.
You have not had a green day since Black Friday. It has been 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how some of them, by the way, share 2 different colors. Like, oh, maybe it was really easy, but eventually it got a little dicey.
A little bit better.
Yeah. That's the progress of the day. So that's like the first half of this. So we're reading, chronologically. You guys, I don't need to explain the Coombe key to you guys. You guys understand this. Um, so,
Look at the
so,
top left
so
corner, the no nut.
I also
yeah.
like that all of the dates are in Roman numerals. So
Yeah.
what are the little
Did
the
you
little
create
medals
this?
for?
Someone had a template for this on the subreddit, and I was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Good little way to log everything and just go back. And so like the mentality of it, I never thought that it was going to be like the mentality of an ultra. It's like in the middle of it, like the halfway point was big. And I'm looking at the stats of people who at least admit that they're out of the challenge because they have a daily check-in and everything. These are
Oh.
people on the internet that admit that they lost. So there's a lot of people who are yeah, I'm still in. And they just want some a piece of internet flair or
Yeah.
whatever. But so here's the stats. So when you hit the bronze no nutter status award, that's around day 7 or day 8. That by that point, 60% of everyone who was in the challenge admitted that they're out. About a
Wow.
week after that, we were down to 30%. Right now, I think.
How many people
Um,
total?
so the sample size for this, it was about 23,000 people, and I think we're under. According to what people are at least admitting to, I think we're only at like 3 or 4,000 now. So that's a pretty
Whoa.
hefty DNF rate. And so like it really
Seriously.
tapped into the ultra marathon mentality. And it's just and so you got to figure out it's weird that I'm drawing a parallel to ultra running with this. So going
I
from
was
this to
thinking of it.
ultra
So
running,
good on
yeah,
you.
like you got to think of some kind of
Mental
mental
toughness.
thing to get you going and just like kind of like observe yourself from a 30,000-foot perspective. So I've had some runs. Like I remember Spartan Death Race at that was 69 and a half hours long. And I remember the third night, it's like storming in Vermont. You don't sleep. If they catch you asleep, you are cut from the race. This is like a 5%
Whoa.
finisher. Yeah, it's fucking insane. And I loved every minute of it. I actually felt true happiness at that race. No, so third night, I'm hallucinating out of my ass. Um, it is weird, but I know it's fake. I know it's fake, and I look at stuff, and I see graffiti written on it, on trees and rocks and everything, and I was like, dude, this isn't Europe. There's no, I mean, if you've been to Europe, you guys know there's graffiti on everything for some weird reason. There's graffiti
Yeah.
on everything, and there's a lack of chairs. If you've ever thought about that, now in Europe, you guys need more chairs in Europe. Shame on you guys. But anyways, graffiti on everything. So I'm thinking, I know this is fake. So what is my brain trying to panic pattern combine and everything? So it's just when the going gets tough, like that's one of my little coping mechanisms is that I just look back, I just look at it as like, oh yeah, how's my brain trying to deal with this shit now, huh? So it's like you're just like talking shit to your own brain. It's like no November right now, so it's like, oh yeah, this is some shit. So speaking of that, that brings us to the tangent of what we were talking about at the beginning of this episode. One way to not be in the mood is to have terrible, boiling, debilitating diarrhea. And this, my friends,
You're not
is where I
wrong.
have a little secret.
Oh, geez.
Because if you've noticed, Eric, if you bring back the Coombe key, please, you'll notice at the progression
I
of
love the
days
fucking visual.
how difficult it's been because right now we're at a point called finish line fatigue, right? You turn the corner, you see the little inflatable finish, you're like, oh my god, your body starts trying to shut down on you. Again, I like observe that, oh, my body is doing this way. As you can see, we've got some finish line fatigue going on. Thanksgiving week was okay, that was all right, had a lot to do, not too bad. As you can see, we've got some finish line fatigue going on here. I turn that corner, I see the finish line. You know what's happening. You got the big nuclear nut happening soon. But I've been having some trouble, and I don't want to DNF this late into it. So I had a secret weapon. It's called Blow Gurt. If you eat enough of that, you will brew, my friends, you will brew an EPA violation in your innards. And you, as we were saying before, your GI issues take precedence over everything. You are never going to be in the mood when you have boiling, debilitating diarrhea. All right. So that is my strategy. If that is what it takes to where I have to poison myself on these next 2 days to get through it, this is what I'm going to do.
Man,
that's the strategy.
I am proud of you, my friend, for just your dedication. How many bottles of Blow Gurt do you think it's going to take to get you through the last 2 days? The last 2 full days.
It's been a while. So it's been a while. So my body's lost its tolerance to Blow Gurt. So it's been a long while. Yeah, I had some like an infestation at the pepper patch, and so not a lot of pepper. Yeah, I wasn't able to make a lot of the sauce this year, so I haven't had to eat a lot. So that also played into to my advantage as well. And so yeah, it doesn't take a lot. I think I can go to just half a bottle will get me through these nights. Half a bottle will have me on the shitter. Yeah. If that's what it takes for me to finish, I will poison myself. It'll happen.
I got a couple questions I'm afraid to almost ask.
Lay it on me. Let's hear it.
When was the last time you nutted? Did you go until the 11th hour on Halloween, or did you accidentally add another day in there?
Oh, no. This challenge is very clear. No, not November. If you nut a second into November, you're out. A second into it. I mean, wow.
So what I'm saying is
loading the game up into the game over screen, right?
So did you have like a plan on Halloween? Okay, after the kids go to bed from all the candy, honey, to the room at 11:55. Use a little extra KY jelly on this one. We got a time to get this in.
Yeah. So there's still, it's like 11:59. It's like, I got time. Okay, I got time. Just gotta, All
right, second question.
Eat that thing like it owes me money.
All right, second question. I'm really afraid to ask. How do you plan to celebrate in 2 days?
Gosh, I don't know, because like when I'm a morning person, so like I'm usually asleep. I like to usually try to sleep like at 10 o'clock. So I might just wait till the morning, see how it's weird, like how the mind has changed. It's kind of like there's a psychology behind it too, because everyone's got their own weird. I am in it for the memes, by the way. These memes that are coming out of this challenge are just white hot. They're amazing. I love the memes. But some people have like an interesting psychology behind it, because like some people are just like, they're just like really serious about it, and it kind of makes sense. They're like, I got I'm addicted to porn all the time, and this is to try to break that habit. I've got too many of those little designer fleshlights that we that kind of stuff. And so they're going, and that's their journey that they're going through, and so they're telling how it's you got that little dopamine hit in your monkey brain every time you just got so there's a lot of weird things about this challenge, but
there's a YouTube video, and the cover photo it says boys at the end of NNN. The cover, it's an 8-minute long video. The cover is of Ariel from The Little Mermaid with a wave coming from behind her, just like.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god!
My cat is hanging out at the door. He's like, "Get me out of here."
Oh, let him out. Go ahead.
You can get a T-shirt that says "I failed No Nut November."
Hold on.
You got it, buddy. Oh my god! Some of these things.
Hi, buddy. This has been one of the most awkward guest appearances ever.
Best. This is the first X-rated.
Oh my god!
You can get hoodies. You got so many cool things here.
Oh, we're an hour into this. This is going well, guys. This is going so well.
We got to get into Killington at some point, but
as embarrassed and awkward as some of this is for me, I would not change a thing. This is hysterical as usual.
I'm glad.
So
I'm
Neil,
glad.
You're welcome always. We're always
so
happy
if there was any structure, to this,
no.
We may proceed because I'm pretty sure there's people that are listening to this podcast driving.
When is it getting
like,
into the running part? Well, you did talk about it. You were actually better at reining us in than we usually are. So when we get back to ultra running, no, I don't know. What were you cracking up at, dude?
So if we haven't made people have an accident in their car as they're listening to this,
Do we need to have a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah,
Good job.
We got to do it in the tros. This is one of them I was laughing at.
Wow.
Pratt in Jurassic World with the dinosaur. Shh, you can rest now.
Yeah.
You got this guy here. Oh my God, you wouldn't get it. Men preparing for No Nut November dies after masturbating 62 times straight on October 31st.
So
look at
here's the thing. When I like that one. So here's the thing. When December hits, you are
do you read it?
Standing at a trail. Yeah, I like that one too.
Girls on OnlyFans during No Nut November. What's the guy's name from SpongeBob SquarePants? He's a homeless person living in a cardboard with a cup. Oh, spare change, please.
So, if you want to learn more about this, about where this challenge goes next, so when you hit December, there's more challenges, my friend. You can go the nuclear route one way or the other. So December is the host of two different challenges.
Oh boy!
Challenge number one. You could just be done with No Nut November, and you can do what is called Destroy Dick December. If you guys watch Letterkenny, I think season 8 or some season, they're talking about the logistics of it.
I love Letterkenny. It's so fun. Yeah, have you seen Shoresy?
No, but
you gotta watch it.
So good old Triple D, Destroy Dick December. Here's how it goes for those who are uninitiated. December 1st, you nut once. December 2nd, you nut twice.
Oh,
you guys,
no.
Yeah. On the 3rd.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're nutting for the time equal to the day of the month. So just imagine it's Christmas. You're just trying to somehow get 25 in, and then you just realize the next day I gotta get another +1. And it's just So that's one of the challenges is Destroy Dick December. Another one is Don't Diddle December, where you can nut if you're getting it on with someone else, but you just can't diddle. So that's like where the road goes for the brave souls who think they want more out of what November gave them, whatever crazy societal experiment is going on. And actually it's caught on. For this year's November, there was like some university in Ottawa that wanted to, I'm trying to find it, that wanted to survey people about the challenge, and they're actually wanting to study it, like what the effects are about someone who's just like jerking it like a spider monkey, and then you just suddenly go to cold turkey.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting. They never really. It's one of those weird human experiments. It's just like, you know what? We might as well, make it official, make a white paper out of it, and
peer reviewed and everything.
Scientific journal. Imagine you go to college for 9 years to get your PhD, and you're peer reviewing a paper on No Nut November.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
It's like that picture of the Rio Olympics where you see imagine going through lifeguard training and you're a lifeguard at the Olympics, right? You just see that. This guy just bored. Like the most bored look. He's just sitting there being a lifeguard at the Olympics, It's like, I should have done more.
Yep. They're there for backup.
Yeah.
Accident.
Yeah, you're doing Badwater. You crap your pants at mile 13. I should have done more. You know, should have done more.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try to bring us back in.
Let's go.
It's all you, man. I don't know what to do with this.
Let's get to the running portion of this podcast.
All right, yeah. So we fluffed everyone for the last hour and 10 minutes. So we're ready. Let's go.
Since we had you on last, you have gone to Killington twice. In Killington, you love it. The stories from last time were amazing. So you have 2 Spartan Ultras at Killington since we last talked to you. Let's start in order. Spare no details. How did those go?
I didn't duke my pants. I didn't.
All right.
Congratulations. I'm a little disappointed to hear that.
There's an asterisk to those words. All right.
Perfect.
More on that later. Yeah. So that year so the year before I got second age group, so I podiumed again.
Excellent.
And this year my age group is absolutely stacked, and I had no expectations of a podium. Still got third. Still got
Excellent.
it. That's right here. That's right there. I got all. Those are my only podiums I've ever gotten at a Spartan race, and it was at their hardest event ever. Those 3 right there. I put them in a frame and everything, right next to all my other accolades and stuff. But yeah, so I hit the podium. But the coolest thing, there was one guy, my buddy Alex. It was his 5th or 6th time out there. He 5 or 6 DNFs coming out there over and over and over again. And so I became his run coach in the last 2 years. 1 year, he had strep and he was coughing up blood, so he had to DNF. So that's a valid reason, right, to DNF.
I'd say. Oh yeah, for sure.
And then and so this year he did it. He did it on a torn meniscus, where his knee had to get drained and everything, and he still freaking did. He freaking David Goggins that event, and I'm so proud of him because he was my true student. And this is kind of like a sideways advertisement for me. You know, I'm run coaching people into Killington. I've got a couple of interested people. I've got a couple more spots open. Hit me up. I'll get you through Killington. But
absolutely, pump those tires.
Yeah. So he made one of the strictest cutoffs with like 5 minutes to spare, and he credits himself sharding to making that cutoff. Had he slowed down, stopped at a porta pot or anything, but
he wouldn't have made it.
But I remembered what you're saying, how you peed your pants like 12 times through the race, because every time you pee, that's 30 seconds. That adds up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seconds turn into minutes, and if in these cutoffs you're minutes away. And he heard about my first cutoff failure, like 200 seconds. So, hey, if I just pissed myself like 10 times, that would be a finish. And so those tiny little things. So he didn't really slow down a lot for what he had brewing in his stomach. So he's like, yeah, screw it. I'm almost at the end. And it just kind of like, a little chemistry experiment. Is it a solid, liquid, or gas? The answer is yes. And I've never been so proud of him. He in that moment and that release, he became my true student, and
he learned from the master.
He had. He is my true Padawan, and one day he will teach others this great art. And he did it. He finally did it. Totally fucked his knee up. He had knee surgery. Like, he's not running for 6 months, but you know what? He was talking to me. He's like, you know what? I got that damn buckle. So he's just like holding on to that buckle. He's got that buckle. And yeah, it's
he worked
awesome.
hard for that and earned it. Absolutely.
I did not shid pant, but my Padawan did indeed shid pant. So
at least we got a code brown out of this. Yeah. So we are super proud of both of you.
We did get a code brown. I did have a code brown at Forgotten, Florida.
Okay,
but it wasn't in my pants. I was a good boy. So what had happened? Let's set the scene, right? It's
Please.
Florida. The humidity level is like 80, 90% at night. It's just a swamp. We're running through a literal swamp in central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
At the mile 60 station, and you circle back to it again at mile 70 something, it's under an overpass, under a bridge. And near this overpass, there is a, like, in the bushes somewhere, no one can find it, but everyone can smell it, a deer's rotting corpse.
Oh
Like the
God.
bloated phase where like juices are starting to come out. And like invasive thoughts hit me when and all that smell, by the way, just stuck underneath that bridge. If anyone did Forgotten Florida and they're listening to this, they're going to be saying, "Oh my God, that fucking bridge!"
Oh, those poor volunteers who were working the station.
Yes, I was so sad for them. So
Oh, no.
I got in and out of that aid station super quick. But invasive thoughts, right? They have this broth that's like a greeny, yellowy thing. And I'm slurping this lukewarm broth up, smelling the corpse juice, and I'm just like,
Oh no.
oh, I bet this is the consistency of the deer's corpse juices. That's what my brain is telling me as I'm slurping this. And so I'm just slurping it. I'm just like, just making like Steve-O gagging noises as I'm just, because I got to get the broth in, man. It's good. They had pizza at that station. And I wanted to sit down and do the pizza guy thing, but it just fucking reeked so bad there.
Yeah.
But I grabbed the pizza, and my pacer that was with me, I don't know if he wants his name dropped, but no, his name is Anders. So my buddy Anders was with me, and we're doing this event. And this pizza, I think it was either the pizza or what we were smelling. But so this is like it was a mile 76. We start running again. He's seeing the fact that I'm able to not to sleep as I'm running, because I'm like, I've got the trekking poles and I'm just literally like this as I'm going.
Oh jeez.
But we make it into the woods. I think it's like mile 80, 82-ish around then. And then it hits me like my stomach is just gurgling, and it's just that irreversible feeling like I got to take a crap. Like,
Yep.
I got to get this out of me. And like, I start speaking and he finishes my sentence because it hit him at the same time. I'm like, dude, Anders, I gotta, I gotta, and he responds, take a shit. I'm like, oh yes. Oh my God. Let's go shit. Let's go shit right now, buddy. Let's go do this. Like, it was just such a bonding moment.
Let's
where
hold
it's like,
hands
yes,
and sing
yes,
Kumbaya and shit ourselves.
And it's Florida, so it's like you're taking a dump in like pond fronds and everything, and oh my God. And so as we were so we pop a squat like 3 or 5 feet from each other. It was an amazing bonding moment for our friendship. I'll never forget it. And we're just going at it, and then you occasionally hear like the little funny. And then the third place overall female is running by. And as we're only like 3 feet off the trail, and she's just running by, and she sees it. But the best thing I like about Ultra is she sees it, and she's just like, "Have a good run, guys. You're doing great." Everything. It's just totally phased out. Doesn't care. No one cared. We were all just dropping a deuce, and
she probably did that like 5 miles ago and was
exactly. Sometimes it do be that way, and the source for that argument is it do. All right. So, I mean, even at no business, I remember, oh my God, only at mile 15 in the beginning of the race, there was this gorgeous bridge that goes over this river. And it's like the Tennessee-Kentucky border in October. So it's just when the leaves are changing. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just running, and I'm just taking in the scene. I'm like, this is some beautiful, beautiful shit. This is just nice. And then I'm going on this bridge, and then the bridge turns. It turns and goes up. And as I'm going on this bridge, and as it goes up, like, because you're looking 5 feet in front of you, so you're not really looking about what's ahead. Yeah. And I'm running, going 5 feet in front of me, looking, and then I look up. Immediately, I see person's ass with a shit mud snake hanging out, going out. And I see it.
Wow.
And God, I wasn't ready. All right. I wasn't ready for that. I was expecting beautiful leaves and everything. I wasn't ready. So normally my reaction is a little subdued because I'm just like, yeah, like the person seeing us run, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's someone take it. We see it at every race.
Mhm.
I just wasn't ready. And this poor person, they're only like a foot off the trail. I mean, come on, you got to kind of move it a little bit, but it's in
Yeah.
like the center of my vision, and I see it, and I just immediately, like, my monkey brain immediately reacted. I turn around, I see it, and I'm just like, oh god, and that, like, my reaction scares them, and so I see this dangling out, and then I go, oh god, and then they like startle and shake, and then boop, it comes out. So I inadvertently helped this soul wrap it up
Clip that.
on the side of the trail.
You're a good man.
And that was someone doing their business at no business. And, like, once I got over the initial shock, I felt real bad because, I actually startled this poor person. I'm just like, dude, I never startle people. I'm so sorry. But I'm just like,
caught off guard.
Keep it up, doing good. And I'm just maybe I like counter reacted a little too much and like a little too much energy into you're doing good. I just ran on. I'm pretty sure they saw me taking a piss or two afterwards, but those are the two big poo stories that I was saving for you guys.
You delivered. You delivered.
I literally scared the shit out of someone.
That was probably the best visual I've ever seen.
Would you like that with the watch?
That was really good.
That was
I clipped
perfect.
it. That will be on the gram. It will be on the TikTok and the YouTube short. It will be out there. Yeah, let's make that one go viral.
I've still got this. This is the watch from the Pizza Gut. I'm still using it. This watch has gotten thousands of miles. The Sunto. I don't know why people are shitting on Sunto.
I have a Sunto.
He's got one.
Beast, the Sunto 9, this beast has gone, like, I can go into a 100-miler with this thing charged up all the way. This sucker's going to be at like 20% by the finish line, and it's still kicking. I mean, it's just track. I mean, this thing's a beast. I don't need it to stream music or any of that crap. Who listens to music when they run anyways? It's a crutch. This thing is awesome. Oh, it's flashing at me now.
There you go.
Did you hear?
Awesome.
I don't know if you've kept in the loop of what's gone on in our lives in the last 18 months, but you live in Orlando or around the Orlando area. I bought a brand new soon-to watch, the 9 Pro, on Black Friday last year. And I get it in the mail the day before we fly to Disney World. I get the watch. I don't even put it on yet. I charge it. We wake up at 5 a.m. for our flight. I put it on my wrist. That's all I did. On the airplane, I was kind of trying to mess with it, but I was also holding a 1-year-old. We get to the rental car. I'm like, oh, I got to put the car seat in. I took my watch off. I put it on the center console because I didn't want to scratch it as I feed my hand through the back of the car seat there. And then as we fill this car, the woman there's like, oh, you guys have a big family. We'll give you a minivan. And I was like, oh, that's actually a great deal for the same price. Okay, I'll take it. So I unload the car. I load the minivan. Everyone's like ready to get going. We drive away. And I realize this watch I've only had for 12 hours. I left in the other rental car. I turn around when I can. I had to drop the family off. Turn around. I come back. Gone. No one ever reported it.
That's some bullshit.
Brand new Soon-to 9 Pro.
That's terrible. That's how people become terrorists. That's just a terrible situation. That's horrible.
I really felt for him. He told me, like, he called me on video messenger, and I was like, dude, that is the worst.
I called
I'm so sorry.
You were like the first person I called when I was leaving the car rental place after we couldn't find it.
You were so bummed. I felt so bad.
God. Yeah, those car rental guys, as soon as they see some shit in that car, man, it's gone.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like 10 years old, I bought my first pair of like expensive sunglasses. And this is like the 90s. So, and that's a big deal. Like, you got to have a cool pair of Oakleys, right? That was a big deal in the 90s, man. If you got the Oakleys in the 90s, you were cool as hell. You know, everyone at the skate park thinks you're cool. So I go on vacation and I've got these. Like you said, it's only like a couple days after I have it. And that was like my treat myself. Like that's like my lawn mowing money.
Yes.
Same shit
Yeah.
happens, man. I
Yeah.
left it in the rental car, and like within like 5 or 6, like at 5 minutes later, I realize it, and I'm freaking out. I'm like crying and stuff, and my sunglasses are it's gone. Some asshole probably saw it. Oh hell yeah, Oakley's.
Yeah. It took me a little bit of time to I remember, Erika, I was telling you, like, it's fine. It's just a material item. I can replace it. It's not like a kid or a person or anything or even an animal. But that, I was still devastated. I was like, but
Oh yeah.
I will think about that tomorrow. I am so devastated right now. And I'm like, how am I going to enjoy my time at Disney World with the kids? Like,
I'm still traumatized by the sunglasses, and it's been like 30 years. You're gonna be. I'm sorry, man, but you're gonna be like an 80-year-old man with long droopy balls, and you're gonna be remembering that poor watch that never made it.
The update is some family members.
What you got there?
Some family members, my mom and my sister, I think my brother, I just think them. They teamed up and they bought me the Soon 9, but I got the Borrow because for the 12 hours or only the 4 hours I had the Pro on, I kind of thought it was a little too thin and skinny for my manliness. So I got the Soon 9 Borrow, the bigger one.
The 9 Bear is a thick boy. I mean, look at that. I mean, you guys saw it with the poop demonstration, but this is a thick boy. This thing, if you got big wrists, this bad boy, that's got some girth.
Dang.
But a lot of that, man, that's that battery that's in there. That's this sucker that just lasts.
Yes, it's badass.
I charge it maybe once a week, and I do an activity every day on that thing. I mean, it's just I can't get enough of it. Again, I don't need it to stream music. I don't need any of that crap. I just do the work of a GPS watch. Get me some clean data. That's all I care. Because I never listen to music during runs because it took 1 or 2 runs where like earbuds would fall out. It's Florida. I'm sweaty. I look like a red veiny hot dog with T-Rex arms. And the last thing you want is for like earbuds to flop out. Your technology's failing, and it gets to a good part of the song, and then it just falls out, and you just go from like 0 to Gary Busey off his meds. It's just you just go from 0 to rage. It just sucks. And you don't especially if you're in like an actual race and that happens. That's and I would just be pissed that it slowed down my time because I was messing with. So I think I've ran with music maybe 4 or 5 times out of the thousands of runs I've been in. Don't listen to music, guys, when you run. It's not worth it. Listen to your inner thoughts and go through that. Observe yourself as you observe yourself in No Nut November or Death Race, or just observe, how is my body reacting to this? Is this really a fart? And how will my colon deal with this?
I feel like I don't know if I could do that, like not listen to music. I have those the shocks so they don't go in my ears, but I would be like, what is that dying animal? Oh, that's me? My breathing? Oh, okay, that's not good either. So
you hear your flatulence when you run a lot more distinctly, and then you realize, oh no, the sound has been canceled out, so I couldn't hear me ripping ass to the cadence of my steps. Just it really puts into perspective. It really gives you some self-awareness that you really had to have when you run. And if you just sound like a dying animal as you're running, you're now aware of it.
Try to correct it, do a little better breathing exercises or something. Learning experience. Yep.
Yeah, I think the Marines don't let them listen to music when they're doing PT. That's one of the reasons. One of the many reasons. It's like mechanical doping, something.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not going to have music playing all the time. You're not going to have your own personal soundtrack. So you got to make up your own. You got to have your own song stuck in your head nonstop for a race or two, and
so this brings in a question though, Neil. You picked a song the last time you were on. you picked like the 10 hours of epic sax man.
Oh fuck yeah. Yes. Yes.
But
It's still going.
what song would you put on this time? Because you would get another song. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but you would get another song. You can still think about it. You still think about it.
Still got like epic sax guy. That's a true iconic musical masterpiece from the country of Moldova. I would say a good thing to keep in my mind is the 10-hour loop of nothing but Ronnie Coleman screaming as he's lifting heavy ass weight. So you could play that if you want. If you want to have music for this, just have him screaming. Sorry, my breath stinks right now, so I have the little. Yeah, it just got to the roof of my. Yeah, but anyways, him screaming for 10 hours is a good thing to have in your head. Yeah, that's adequate. I would recommend.
Who is it? Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman. He was 4-time Mr. Olympia in like the early 2000s. Guy was a freaking legend. Oh yeah.
I will see what I can do. I don't know if that's going to be on Spotify, but I will try my hardest.
Yeah.
Neil.
Holy shit.
Neil, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Something we've been talking about for a year now, and our goal is to do it this month coming up in December, is we're going to create the Code Brown Commandments, and they can be anything. One could be know where the porta potties are.
Okay.
One could also be come prepared. Another one, probably the last one, would be don't fear the Code Brown. Do you have a commandment suggestion for us?
You're smart for asking that. We've been slacking.
Good question. I'm glad you brought up this important topic of discussion. This is a rule I have followed for my whole life. Ever since the second grade, I learned this lesson. It was a very, very strong lesson. Ever since my brother pranked me by cooking popcorn with 2 sticks of butter, and I didn't know any better, so I ate the whole thing. The rule that I'm getting at is this. Always clench your asshole when you vomit.
Oh, poor little Neil.
Always
clench your asshole when you vomit.
Oh my god. I don't know
it
if that can go on the list.
It activates the same poo muscles when you puke. I mean, you guys, I see that heads nodding. You guys, I don't need to explain it. Everyone who's vomited before completely knows. And then I remember this, and after I had this rule, I remember I realized, oh my god, that was like understanding biology at the second grade. I was like, oh my god, that's true. It's like the same muscle group. And then I realized, and I witnessed that so many times later in my life. I remember one time when I was at summer camp for Scouts. As you can see up there, I got my little Eagle Scout plaque up there. I remember one summer camp, we'd have to get in Class A uniforms. We're all standing there. They're doing colors in the morning. And I remember the adults would take it as serious as a car accident and everything. And there's just a bunch of like middle school kids that they don't know what they're doing. But they're really serious. Like, you got to be quiet at this part. They say some words and everything because whatever. And then I see this poor kid, really fat kid. He gets out of the line. Like, we are in these little patrol lines and everything. This kid immediately just starts running out of the line. And then I'm like, oh no, this kid's in so much trouble. And like right when I see like the other adults notice and like their face gets red, they're like, oh my God, he's not respecting the flag when the government song is being played. He runs to the bushes and I hear the wettest, loudest, like shit fart I have ever heard. Everyone, hundreds of kids heard this poor guy. Because he was puking in the woods, so he's found a tree and he's like the poor dude, like it's not his fault, and like so I see this guy running, and it's just the loudest fart, and that catches all the kids off guard. I'm fucking crying laughing. I see it. I feel so sorry for this poor guy. But I am just in that moment. I'm just like, oh my god, that is the loudest, wettest fart I've ever. It echoed in the field, like, and
Oh.
he's just emptying his stomach, and at the same time, he just very audibly shat himself, and it's so. And again, so please, as one of the commandments, guys, girls, always, always clench your butt when you vomit. It's so important. If you're already making a mess out of one hole, just try your best to seal up the other one.
That's
It's
so
it's no
sad.
fun. It's
Oh,
it's
so
I,
sad, but it's so funny.
I think about that poor guy, and I hope he is doing well. I hope he is thriving, and I hope he's taking it in stride. And I
Mm.
hope he's at a bar. He's also approaching his 40s right now. I hope he's in a bar with his buddies. Let me tell you guys about this lesson I learned about puking and everything. You know, I
Oh.
hope he's doing well. I hope he's just crushing it in life. I think about him sometimes, and just that earth-shattering fart that I heard. It was a shart. There's no way that sound didn't accompany some doo doo. So
Well, you can only go up from there. So I
yeah.
hope he's doing well also.
So hey, that's if you're listening right now, guy from summer camp 1999, thinking about you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope that lesson was learned, because I carried that lesson with me through my life. So I hope I learned from his suffering. That's the best we can do to get better
True
as a
words of
society.
wisdom. Yes.
So put that up there on your commandments. To make a long story short, my friend, is put that up there. That's very important. It's something I really hold dear to my heart.
That was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yes.
Neil, last time you were on, I didn't do this, but it was something we picked up shortly after. I like to creep, and I'll creep through someone's Instagram and dig deep, dive deep, and find a picture, and I want to hear a story about it.
Oh yeah, dig deep and just tickle as you go through it. Let's hear it. What did you find? What did you find? Oh yeah, what did you find? Keep eye contact. Come on.
This is probably not as good as it should be.
No Nut November. No Nut November.
Oh, that's right. I gotta give it some more sauce.
Rein it in, Neil. Rein it in.
So I'm thinking back on November 4th, 2015, when you were in just starting No Nut November. You were feeling strong and powerful, and you were feeling like almighty. And so you dressed up as the mighty Thor.
Yes.
And you were in a race dressed as the mighty Thor. And like I said earlier, you have hair that could rival the mighty Thor.
Some say I look like if you order Thor off of Temu or Wish.com. That's the version of Thor that you get. It's like a fine blend of Thor with Chris Hemsworth with Rickety Cricket from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I like to say that I'm a fine blend of that, and like Rickety Cricket from like season 5, like where he's not completely transformed into a street rat.
Oh, I'm like, you have too many teeth, Neil.
Exactly. You see too many teeth.
Yeah.
I haven't descended that far yet.
Good.
But it's a fine little blend of Rickety Cricket season 5, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Thor if you ordered it off of Wish.com. So I'm happy you found that picture. I still have that costume somewhere.
Amazing.
It was great. That was an amazing race, by the way. Monster challenges. Oh, that was such a cool obstacle race. There was a lot of cool. I don't know about you guys in your area, but Florida had a lot of really cool, like early 2010s. They had a lot of really cool, like local mom and pop obstacle races that they would have out there. And I guess it was a Florida thing because it's like the right weather. Because you're not really going to have it half the time out of the year when it's snowing elsewhere. But Florida, man, for like 5 years, we had amazing like 5K, 10K, half marathon OCRs that were just like $60.
Oh, wow.
And you look at some Spartan races now. After the fees and everything, you're putting out like $200 for the races now. Like, so back in the day, I mean, they're not around, and these old races aren't around anymore, probably because they only charged $50 a pop. But oh my God, $50 a pop, and it was amazing. They had all these cool obstacles. That was the golden age of obstacle course racing. That's when there was a big team in Florida called Mud Run Fun. They were amazing guys. Ah, that was such good times. But that's what that picture's from, to
I
give you
fe
some context of it.
I feel like 10, 12 years ago when we were in our young 20s and no kids and just living life, those races were
Man,
big. It's like they peaked at that time.
yeah.
And
That's
maybe
when I
there's
And you
did
had
on the
right,
top
yeah, and you
water
had
at
money.
2012
yeah,
and
Yeah, you had
maybe they're
money.
2018.
You
still
guys
big.
remember money? You guys remember that shit?
Barely,
You
but
guys,
yeah.
you guys remember having money? Oh
Erika has
man,
it. She has
before
no
the
kids. She still has money. But like those races
Mm.
oh,
then
what's it like?
I've been spending
maybe
it on races, so pick
Oh
and choose,
man,
pick and
that's
choose.
she's
cool.
traveling around the world. But at the time,
Oh,
like that, I don't know if those are still big just because we don't do them anymore because we're too busy. But they were all around
Oh,
here
they
in
were
New
never
England
my
too.
favorite, so I won't know
yeah.
about them anyways. I sucked
Like
at
it could
them.
be a combination of it, because I remember back in the day, like I didn't have kids, and I just had a lot. My wife
Mm.
and I dual income, no kids, and so a lot of what we would do is this, almost every weekend, I was doing a race. Maybe every 3 months, and that's if I get a free race code from like volunteering or just knowing the race director,
Mhm.
helping people out, or if somebody manages to come across a free code and they're not going to use it. They usually, for some reason, and I'm grateful for it, they approach me. But yeah, other than that, I'm not gonna spend all that money. But
Yep.
kids, kids, and a cat that's got 10 grand in vet bills. There you go.
Yep, yep. So my dog passed away just before, just around the time we started the podcast, and she had ACL
Oh,
surgeries when she was 1 years old. So we're talking like 12 years ago now, and that
yeah,
cost me 10 grand, 5 grand in ACL.
yep,
So this lady came here to put her down. It was during COVID and everything. She did it in front of the whole family. It was really nice. It was sad, but it was nice and comfortable. You weren't inside like some medical room at a vet.
Mhm.
that's
She's
how
there
you
for,
got to do it.
and
Yeah,
I mean, it was again almost $1,000, but yes, I highly,
Mhm.
yeah,
that's how I would do it going forward. She's there for about 90 minutes because there's this whole process and she's talking to everyone in the room, getting to know you and getting to know your life with the dog or your pet. And I
yeah.
mentioned how she cost me 10 grand the first year I had her because of her knees. And she goes, "Oh, you do know the hardware in her knees usually survives the cremation. Would you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you
I
paid
wanna
for
see
it.
what was in there. I paid for that. That's my money." So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple weeks later, I get the hardware back in a little sandwich bag. It's 2 screws and one little, rubbery flexible thing that the screws went
Oh,
in for each leg.
nice.
I have it. It's right over there, and Tuca, my girl, is right over there. And, I'm like,
Huh.
I'll show people. I'll grab this little baggie, this little sandwich bag.
Mhm.
You wanna see what 10 grand looks like? This is what it looks like.
Mhm.
4 screws and
Uh,
2 pieces of rubber.
so my 10 grand was a Ziploc bag full of partially digested hair ties. That was mine. And they asked if I wanted to keep it, but I was just pissed off at the bill at that
Yeah.
point. I was just no. Because I had to then so what happened, so they did the initial surgery, opened him up because he had eaten so many that it had blocked his intestines.
Oh.
His stomach was full, and and we only noticed this because he was hiding the fact that he was so chocked full of this shit. We only noticed and brought him to the ER because he was finally choking because it had piled up so much that it got into his esophagus.
Oh my god.
He freaked out, and he was so violently trying to hack it out, he ripped a hole in his esophagus.
Oh.
So he's breathing air onto that subcutaneous, the little skin layer. So he's pushing air underneath his skin, ripping a hole in his esophagus, and then they do surgery, open him up, and they're just like, just letting you know, like your cat's probably. They didn't say there's a chance it doesn't. It said probably not going to make it. So you're probably leaving this situation out of a lot of money and no cat. And they finally get this out of him, and they're doing X-rays just to to see what the damage is. And when they're doing the
Mhm.
X-rays, he aspirates the barium, which like kills a chunk of his lung. So they got to put him in an oxygen case, but they don't have the tools for that. So I got to drive him 90 minutes to like this renowned animal hospital, like best in the nation, like at the University of Florida. And so I got to drive him
Mhm.
out there, and every day he's got to be in the oxygen cage. It's like $500. And so he spent he spent like 5 days in that fucking cage.
Oh.
So I had to drive out there again to get him. And so, like, I think, like, everything added up. He had like a 5% chance of making it, but he made it. Full recovery.
Wow.
Got
Poor
him.
Link.
Yeah, and
Oh.
then a couple years later, he ate like one of those little hard rubber mulch things that you see at playgrounds.
Oh no.
Cut him open, take that up, but it wasn't as bad. It was just one little piece. They saw it in the X-ray. It's like, this will be like $1,000. And I heard that. I was like, oh, that's yeah. Go do it now. This is fine. And I finally had insurance on the guy, so I have pet insurance now. I highly recommend that for those listening who got pets. You can get good pet insurance for like. You can get it through your work. You can get. I learned a whole bunch of stuff, but it's like $30 a month, and they cover the whole thing.
That's not
But
bad.
they pay. But here's the thing: you have to pay it first, and they reimburse you. So you still got to deal with that hit temporarily.
Oh.
So you still got to have a cushion of money to throw at the problem, and it's insurance, so they try to drag the issue out. So, anyways, little bit of.
Oh my god.
You guys remember money?
Something of my past.
Yeah.
Hey, last time we had you on, the big thing was Pizza Gut in the Muscle and Fitness magazine, and you were trying to get your photo on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. You didn't win, you came close. But you also said you'll do it again. Have you submitted it again? Has the opportunity come up? Was Muscle and Fitness like, oh, that was close. We almost had some guy passed out with a pizza on his belly. We can't do this again. Do you have a status update?
So I thought about the scenario you just said, where they're just like, dude, your photo's way too off of what we're looking for. We're looking for, greased up beefcakes, right? And you're like the antithesis of that. So I emailed them during the contest when I was in it. I was just like, look, guys, I know this picture is weird, but this is the most candid, like, real, because I just finished a 75-mile run on this. It like perfectly captures like the effort that went in. Like, I like really made it. It's like sentimental and everything. It just brought up the story. Said, yeah, this guy, it's like, and it's like an Instagram contest. So I fed into that. So yeah, I got like 30,000 likes on this thing. And so I made the goal of that was to get them to say in writing, yeah, you're still in the contest. We're not going to knock you out. So I had that in my back pocket for that and for future contests, because I rightfully predicted, like, there's no way there's going to be some like trust fund baby that's in this that is just going to swipe daddy's credit card just to get the vanity of winning.
You can buy votes if the money's donated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I mean, it's still donating to a charity, which is, I'm like, okay, so in the end, everyone kind of wins. So when the contest came up again, I do what I normally do if I'm going to do something like this. I read the fine print. Like like my job, like I pour through documents, hundreds and hundreds of pages, digging through details and everything. So I read the terms and conditions, and this one changed. One changed. They are taking a higher percent. Yes, they're taking a higher percent of it. And I didn't really like that they're getting more for themselves. I understand why, but it was too much of a percent. And like and you couldn't write it off as a charity donation on your own. And so I was just like, I don't like these new terms, so I didn't submit for this year. Yeah, I didn't like it. So, and I didn't want to put other people in that position to sort of like, yeah, I'm doing it again, but they're making more money off of this. That just seems kind of shitty. So
yeah,
if I find some other contest I can cheese that's still got a noble cause, and I can just put Pizza Gut on there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let me know if you guys find something. We'll go.
We will keep our eyes peeled for sure.
Again.
Yeah.
Anything for a good cause. It was a great campaign of trolling by the whole Bad Ultra Running Advice community. It's rare to see that group come together for anything.
True.
But for a limited time, for a beautiful, brief moment, we all came together to try to get Pizza Gut to beat many greased up beefcakes, and we defeated many of them.
Yes, you did.
We left a lot of them defeated. at the end of this. So we still won in our hearts and our minds and in our bowels. We won. We won. We did
I
good.
love it.
I love it too. It was good.
I was more than happy to support it.
This was everything we wanted it to be and so much more, Neil. This was
Great way to
awesome.
end the year, you know?
I'm
Everyone's
thinking,
listening to this. They're just like, hey, and you know, those who are listening to this, and by the time they listen to this, you know, No Nut November's over. So they're like, oh, I'm not the only one who went through it and everything. You know, hey, crank one out after you hear this episode. You know, treat yourself a little bit. Celebrate.
Dedicate it to
you know?
Neil.
Yeah.
40% of our listeners are males. Go for it. The other 60% are probably just like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know.
Neil, you
episode's
are
weird enough
freaking
as it is,
amazing,
so-
man.
Treat
Could we,
yourself.
Treat yourself.
why don't we make this a tradition? Let's end every year of the pod with Neil Murphy.
Yes.
I'll send you the invite now for Cyber Monday next year.
That would make me so happy.
Cyber Monday special. Yes.
Let's do it.
This is good. This went
Pencil
so
'em in.
well. Holy
It's-
shit, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. You know?
Yeah, dude. It goes by so
People
fast.
are listening to this, they're just like, what am I doing with my life? What did I just listen to? You know?
I might put a disclaimer
a
that
part
the
of that.
first 70 minutes are completely unhinged and you might just want to go to the next part if you're not ready for the fleshlight and the No Nut November and all that stuff. But
Listen
I don't
at
think
your own
we-
risk.
I
So
don't
we
think many
did-
will skip to that part. I think they'll listen through the
You
whole
gotta
thing.
listen.
We did tie the psychology of No Nut, and then we tied it together. We kept it was a loose thread, you know, but I think we made it work. I think we salvaged this train wreck, and I think we got this thing back on the rails.
Yeah.
You
It was
know?
like running adjacent.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
That's
great. It was great.
that was fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Classic. Hey, good luck in Oklahoma. The good luck
Oh, I
in
can't wait.
2024.
Oh,
And we'll talk to you at the end of No Nut November next year.
yeah.
And honestly,
oh man.
if you need some crew, just let me know because I have no kids, so
That will
it's easy for
be
me to head
so.
out somewhere.
That will be the next Pizza Gut competition. It'll be like, we need to get everyone from Bad Ultra Running Advice. Let's get the best of the best from the BUA crew. We got to
Ooh.
get Sean Barton. He always has amazing videos of his finds of along Delaware, along the Biggie Smalls Bridge. Shout out to Sean Barton and John Mabry for giving updates about the condoms that they find along their route. Those are always great videos. I love them finding especially the golden magnums, the golden tickets. Great finds, guys. Good for you. You're finding all these amazing things. We're now in the cuffing season, done with Summer of Love. They're doing the Lord's work, posting some great updates on there. So big shout out to Sean and John and his glorious dumper. If you ever look at those videos, that guy's he's got
Send
cheeks
them
are
to me.
clapping.
Send them.
Oh,
Dumps like a
just
truck.
looking Bad Ultra Running Advice, and just look at the shitter on that critter. My God, it's just how do you run with that thing? You know, jeez, good for you, John.
Neil,
Good for
you're
you.
awesome.
Ooh,
How you doing, Erika?
my face hurts.
I
She's
feel like you're doing a
she's
little better
managing.
than last year. You were dehydrated last year. It was a very hot
Ah.
day in June.
I mean,
So
it's hard to keep it together with all the noises that comes out of Neil's mouth. So all the sound effects, let me put it that way. It's just
Yeah,
I've told you guys before that I will laugh if like a door squeaks and it sounds like a fart. So all bets are off when I talk to Neil. So
Yeah.
nice. That was a fun 2 hours. Oh man.
As
Yeah, this
always,
was
we are
good.
the privileged ones. This was so much fun, and I've been looking forward to this for months, honestly. I was like, we need to
Oh.
get Neil back, and so
We had this on
I'm-
the calendar for a while, for like
We
2
did.
Yeah,
months
like
in advance.
maybe
Yeah, I
since
saw that.
August or something. I was like, hey, just thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get you in
Yeah.
the books here, scheduled for the end of the year.
I'm so glad
Of
it worked.
course.
Neil, you're a fucking legend. You're the best.
Guys, I hope you love this. It was very, very unhinged, X-rated, a lot of fun.
Good news though, 50 hours. You have 50 hours to go. That's it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, that's an ultra. That's a long ultra. Whatever,
Yeah.
you know. I've done it before. This is nothing.
Right.
Training for Badwater, we'll call it.
We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it.
Yeah, you got it. You got any? What are you going to use? You got material, or are you just going to wake up your wife? What's the deal here?
I'm just gonna wing it. I have no idea. I'm just gonna let the fates decide. You know, that road goes into those two different options of December. One, I mean, they're both the nuclear option, right? So just whatever my brain is telling me, I'll be observing it from that 30,000 foot. I'll just be doing the self-experiment, just seeing what happens.
Just picture the thing of Ariel with the wave behind her, just.
Yep, that's right.
Somebody's about to get destroyed.
Yep, there you go. So that we'll run it with the two famous words that gets us through it all. And those words are "fuck it." Let's just go.
Love it, Erika. I know you give me a lot of credit for doing a ton of the work, but you have found some of our greatest guests of all time on this podcast. Thank you very much.
I will take credit for it. Thank you.
If you guys are still listening after the 2-hour mark, you are the prime material to crew for Badwater. So keep in touch if you want to be a part of that. We'll have we'll go through it,
and we'll leave it at that. Neil Murphy on the On the Runs podcast, a freaking legend.
Neil, holy shit, that was wild. You never cease to make me laugh, and I hope that all of our listeners feel the same way. Just thank you for coming on again. I can't wait to touch base next year and see how all of those hundreds go. You're off to some awesome things. Keep it up, and I hope you have Badwater in your future, because I will come crew for you.
Yeah, that would be sick. Oh, that'd be so sick. You will get me content when you're in Badwater for Neil, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Especially him with Biffy bags around him and trying not to shit his pants.
All right, I need to know before we get to the outro on Thursday. Why don't you tell us now? You said you knew how No Nut November ended.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Drum roll, please.
He DNF'd, I'm guessing right now.
No, he did it. Success.
He did it? No nut all month of November.
No nuts.
All right. Do you know when he went for the first time? Was it at 12:01 December 1st, or did he wait until he woke up in the morning? Did he do it with his wife? Did he do it on his own? Did he go to an Asian massage parlor that Robert Kraft went to in Florida? Where did he go? How did he do it? How long did it take? I need the details. Spare no details. God. Should we bring him back to have him tell us?
I feel like we might have to, but I'll go look at the post again. We'll save it for the actual outros, and we'll just keep a little you guys on the edge of your seats here for the for the next couple of days.
You're giving them the blue ball treatment.
Neil had to do it for 30 days. They can do it for a couple. It's fine.
All right. What an interview. What a way to end the year for our final guest appearance of the year. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday for the outro. Erika, take us home.
I hope you guys can wait. But in the meantime, don't forget to stretch.
3, 2, 1.
Because you know why.
Fucking coming. Do you ever hear that Dane Cook?
Fucking Brian's coming. No, I know what you mean.
Karen is always a bag of douche.
Oh, man.
I care.
If you don't know who fucking Brian is, that you're the one. Wait, how's it go?
Yeah, that's right.
You're the guy. You're the one.
I see some of you out there. You're like, no, that's not true. There's not someone in our group that we all. You're the one. You're the one that nobody fucking likes.
That's it.